Gypsy Rose Blanchard breaks her silence. I'm rising. Watch me. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, whose life story has captivated millions, has just declared her independence in a powerful Instagram post that's sending shockwaves across the internet. With her parole officially complete as of June 24th, 2025, the 33-year-old is not just moving on from her past, she's taking control of her future. Released from prison in December 2023 after serving 8 years for her role in her mother Dee Dee Blanchard's death, Gypsy Rose is now unequivocally taking back her life. I've taken accountability and now I take back my life, Blanchard passionately wrote in the viral clip. When I accepted my sentence, I accepted the weight of my choices. I served my time. That was my accountability, and I've carried it for years. I don't owe the past anything more. A vow for healing and a scathing accusation against her ex Blanchard's declaration paves the way for a next chapter focused on healing, growth, of reclaiming my life. He speaks of newfound clarity, peace, and self-forgiveness, stating, "The justice system has decided. The case is closed. This is justice for Dee Dee as well as myself, who the system failed all my life." But her post wasn't just personal. Gypsy Rose took direct aim at her ex-boyfriend, Nicholas Godejohn, who is serving a life sentence for Dee Dee's murder. She branded him as deeply disturbed and vehemently rejected any notion that his autism diagnosis excuses his actions. Yes, he is a deeply disturbed man, but he also knew the difference between right and wrong, Blanchard asserted. Regardless of my role of unintentional manipulation, Nicholas made the decision to move forward with that night. That was a choice, and he is not exempt from the consequences of that choice. Godejohn, whose attorneys argued he was manipulated by Gypsy Rose, a victim of Munchausen by proxy to stab Dee Dee, has seen all his appeals for a reduced sentence denied. His diagnosis of autism/Asperger's does not excuse what he did, Blanchard declared. Mental health is complex, but accountability matters and no one is above the law. Shocking claims of prison manipulation in a truly explosive revelation, Blanchard accused Godejohn of a disturbing pattern targeting vulnerable women with past trauma and pulling them into his twisted fantasy world, even from behind bars. He detailed an alleged romantic relationship between Godejohn and a woman named Dawn Boker, initiated while he was incarcerated. Blanchard claimed Godejohn presents himself as a dominant figure, seeking control and obedience, manipulating these women under the guise of love and loyalty. He shared alleged messages, with Dawn's permission, revealing a dark dynamic where Godejohn expressed regret over Dawn meeting his alter ego Nicholas, who directed the rage towards you. Thankfully, like others who came after her, Dawn eventually found the strength to walk away to save herself before she lost her identity, like I once did, Blanchard wrote, emphasizing, this isn't new behavior. He concluded that Godejohn is on a relentless search for his perfect submissive, but declared that more and more women are seeing through the mask and choosing to escape. They're not his victims. They're survivors. Apologies, gratitude, and a promise to rise with her parole behind her, Blanchard reiterated her deep remorse for the pain inflicted on Dee Dee's family, vowing to continue to express my sincerest apologies to them, now and always. He also had a message for her supporters and, notably, her critics. Because you lit a fire in me. You gave me the drive to prove you wrong. And guess what? I did, defiantly. Against the odds, against the noise, I stood strong. I stayed true. I kept pushing forward, and now I'm just getting started. Her powerful post ended with a challenge. You said I'd fail. But instead, I'm rising. I'm about to show you what living my best life really looks like. And all you can do now is watch me. He signed off with #stillstanding, #unstoppable, #watchmerise. People has reached out to Godejohn's attorney for comment. Blanchard previously told People in 2023 that she has no desire for contact with Godejohn, acknowledging her responsibility while emphasizing his choices. Everybody has a choice, and he went through with his, and so he's paying his sentence. I paid mine, and that's my thoughts on it. What do you think about Gypsy Rose Blanchard's latest statement and her bold plans for the future?